All right, here we go. I'm gonna play some entrance music and then we're gonna get on with it. We're gonna talk about Chinese pyramids and we're gonna talk about we're gonna do karaoke. Okay, let's have my intro music. Mm-hmm. Welcome, welcome. We are speaking about the pyramids in China. Hello, hello. Join me, join me. Thank you for joining me. Let me turn my camera on. Here we go. Yeah, hi. Hi, Vampire. Hi, Melody. Good to see you. Yeah, scary music. Actually, I wrote that myself. Just came to me one day. Meet. You can play. You're a good guitarist. You can play your own intro music when you come on. We're gonna do first talking about the Chinese pyramids and the mummies, and then we're gonna do some karaoke, if that's okay with you guys. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest right now. The Chinese pyramids, they don't know hardly anything about them. Hi, Steve. What's going on? You like my earrings? My earrings are so big. According to Tex-Mex, my earrings are so big that I could perch a bird off those bitches. According to Tex-Mex. Yeah, so not a lot of people know that. Welcome Meatbot. Welcome Steven. Not a lot of people know that China has pyramids. China has over 40. Not over, but I think China has up to 40 pyramids. Thank you, thank you. Tex doesn't like my hoops. Tex says they're too big. Like he said, you could perch a bird off them. I'm gonna actually allow people to come up here and talk and ask questions. So yeah, the Chinese pyramid. I don't know much about them. Why? Because the historians don't know much about them. Because, and I'll tell you why. I'm posting the link. Post comment. I'm putting the link in here right now. Paste. Nobody knows about the Chinese pyramids. And I tell you why. Because China didn't want them disturbed, and I don't blame them. Yes, Stephen, they do. China did not want people to find the pyramids. They didn't want people to disturb the tombs, and that's well understood, by me at least. But they have 40 pyramids, and one is actually 150 feet tall. I'm not sure if that's taller than the Great Pyramid at Egypt. There are some conspiracy theories about, let's see, Meatbot wants to come on. Everybody welcome Meat. What's up, Meat?
Hello.
You got your own intro music?
No, I mean we could try like a stone, but maybe a little later.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't have much to say about the pyramids. I don't have much to say about
I
them.
don't know shit about them either.
No, because you know why?
That's
Because no, the when they built them, they planted trees on top of them. People think that the government tried to hide them nowadays by hiding trees on top of them, building trees on top of them. But it was actually the original builders that did that because they didn't want the tombs to be disturbed. And scientists don't really know much about them. I went into this thinking that I was gonna research the topic like I always do and come out talking about this, but it is something very mysterious if you look it up. It's from the Han Shuang dynasty.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking it up right now.
Yeah, I have my iPad ready to be looking it up in case people ask me questions. The interesting thing about it is the mummies. I'm not sure if they're really related to the pyramids because these pyramids are supposedly from 4000 BC. And the mummies that are found in the Tarim Basin are, I think the oldest one is from 3000. I forgot to name something. Wuhan. I don't know. This is like really bad right now. I usually I got I study my notes before I come on here, but
Nah, let's wing it. We need some
yeah, wing it.
crazy
Okay,
fucking theories going on.
fuck this shit. So the
I
mummies.
want to make sure I'm set up on all the chat rooms too for this. So yeah. I mean, when I first heard about them, I think on like Ancient Aliens was talking about this shit, and
Oh yeah, so many conspiracies, so many.
like, yeah, at first it was very conspiratorial, like when we found out about it over here in America. Now, like, it's pretty validated that yeah, it's true. They have that shit over there, and they keep it really well hidden. But like, I think that Robert Sepahar video that you and I talked about, he brings it up, and yeah, it seems like it has to do with they're trying to cover up the roots of a lot of their belief systems somehow.
Yeah.
With this.
Let's welcome Andy 504. Welcome Andy 504.
There's Andy.
Hey,
there he is.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Not bad, Andy.
Cool.
You're not at Trop Stream, or is he not streaming?
He's not streaming. I mean, he did a couple of days ago. Yeah, I think I was there.
I got a little mad. I'll tell you what, I got a little mad because I seen all of a sudden this morning. I seen he was like, "Oh, I'm streaming tonight at 8 o'clock." He left a note.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah. Hey, hello.
That's kind of messed up, you know. I mean, just me personally. You look, you know, Trobs is like a freaking bleeding hard liberal. You're a conservative chick. I mean, obviously, I agree with you more politically.
I'm not 100%.
But you know,
I believe in.
Well, neither am I. Neither am I.
Nah, I'm one of those hardcore conservatives. Let's not even go there.
No.
Well, so look, we're all, you know, look, I'm gonna just say maybe we're all supporters of Trump.
Hell yeah.
But,
I don't want to get into
you know, so look, you know, I go over to Trob Stream. I've been knowing the dude for years. I've been knowing him longer than you, Angela. And he used to be a real asshole. But you know what? I try to get a different point of view. I try to see what's going on with other people. You know, I'm trying not to be in a hive mind, you know, thought process.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But anyway,
lately I don't like to go there because I understand like he's upset that Trump won the election. And
well, yeah, I mean, well, we're supposed to be talking about pyramids, but if you want to go down this path, I'll go with it.
No, let's stop.
Stop. Brakes. Pump the brakes, Andy.
Yeah, pump the brakes.
Well, look. I have something to say about the pyramids.
Let's hear it, bud.
All right, so this is my thought process, Angela. So I heard you say you really don't know much about it. You know, they're overplanting and so forth, okay? So, I mean, I haven't researched it or anything. I'm going to try to common sense myself through this. I'm guessing it has some religious, burial meaning. I don't know. I don't know if you think that
I was just looking up something about that right now. Yeah, I was saying potentially burial mound type deal.
Yeah, they think they're burial mounds, but they don't
let
anybody.
I don't know. I don't really see anything underhanded in it. In fact, Angela, we have burial mounds in Louisiana. We have burial mounds all over our own freaking country. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
I do know that.
Okay.
You want to know something?
So it's the same thing, you know. Hell, down where I live, man, they might have been having their shit together before the Aztecs and the Egyptians. I don't freaking know. But my point is, we don't know about these mounds. But I think,
it's speculation. But you know what I find interesting? That there was mummies found in China, the oldest of which was about 3000 something BC, 800, I think. And they first thought that they were European Norse people.
Right.
But the thing is that the latest study that the Chinese did found out that they were actually northwest, western or northeast, or northwest actually, Western Siberian Eurasians who were thought to have.
which I would say is part of the secretness. You know, we are
Yeah.
dealing with we're dealing with the CCP, right? They are going to want to control the story. They don't
Yeah,
want. They
that's
don't
very
believe me. They
true.
don't want any Western scientists going over there taking photos and collecting data. There's no way they want that.
Yeah, if
They're
they
gonna
were white, they
control.
don't want people to know about it. That's for fucking sure.
Melody's coming on stage.
But my point is, I don't think there's anything underhanded about it. I don't know. You know, I'm sure there's some people that think, oh, that's where UFOs landed. I don't know. And I don't know how.
Hey, Melody, welcome Melody to the stage.
Hey, Melody.
Hey, Melody.
Hey, Andy.
What's going on with
Oh,
you?
who else is here?
Hey,
This is
Sorry.
Meatball without a beard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
hey,
anyway, you know,
hey,
I
Nick.
kind of threw my feelings out there. I think it's religious based, and I think that's like probably the largest structure they had the ability to build at the time. That's
Yeah,
just my bet.
I think it has something to do probably with the whole Genghis Khan Mongolian Empire, how they ended up spreading through the like Siberian culture, and how that goes into the whole like Thule conspiracies and Hyperborea and like what's actually going on there. We don't know.
Well, I don't know about all that stuff.
I think they're potentially connected. I'm not saying for sure, but it would make sense.
I actually have a theory.
What is that, Angela?
Okay, these mummies that they found in the Tarim Basin, look them up. They look European. Okay, and at first, like I said, they thought they were Europeans. But who they are is they're the Eurasians, as per Chinese. They're the Eurasians that don't have our modern genes, so they're not related really to the modern Europeans.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what are we talking about? 4,000 BC before Christ?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's a long time ago.
But Andy,
the older theory is because the Scandinavian culture has, like, especially the Proto-Norse stuff, dates back earlier. We have earlier historic records of this. The suggestion is that the races mixed in Siberia, and they became basically overrun by the Mongols. And that created a washing of what actually happened, and from that we actually get the Eskimos are the derivative of this. Potentially, the Eskimos could be connected to the Chinese pyramid stuff.
Well, my theory is
I wouldn't discount that. I would not discount that at all.
Listen to this, Andy.
Oh, like Genghis Khan?
Yeah. They found these mummies in the Tarim Basin who didn't have, according to their DNA makeup, they didn't have the genes for blonde hair, blue eyes, red hair, anything like that. But these mummies...
DNA makeup? Who did the DNA test on them?
The Chinese, but they weren't from the pyramids. They were from the Tarim Basin.
Oh,
which
interesting.
Is that they had red hair and they were very tall, right? And now they think that these Eurasian people were the original people of the Eurasia, and they went through the Strait of the Bering Strait.
Right.
They mixed with Mongols and they became Native American. But now it's interesting because we know that they had red hair in some instances.
Yeah.
Red hair, blonde hair, eyes.
Well, I'm getting a call.
Meaning that there had to have been Aryan Gaelic in that.
Okay. Hold on. So what I want to say is that I think that there was two different groups in America, and that's why they had legends of red-headed giants, because those were the people from Eurasia, actually, that came over here, maybe that did not mix with the Mongols.
Yeah, maybe like before they started to mix with the Mongols.
Ireland.
That's what I think too. That was pre-Mongol mixing, and then the Mongolian Empire wanted to cover up that shit.
It could be. Let's add Acid. Acid's coming to the stage.
Oh God.
No, he's gonna be good. Hey, Acid.
Hey,
what's happening, man? What's going on?
As long as he's nice.
Hey, man.
Vampire said his vape pen ran out. Well, I feel for you, Vampire.
Let's see Vamp up here. Come on,
He
Vamp.
never comes up here, man. Nah, he'll never come. Like, he's one of the coward kind of people. You know, cowards and that. He's got the big mouth. He'll talk the game and that, right?
No, Vamp has always been really cool with me.
Yeah, Vamp
he's always been really sweet.
Yeah, Vamp's a sweetheart with me. What are you talking about, Acid?
Yeah,
he's sweet.
He's really
sweet. Yeah. He's lovely, man. He's lovely. He's a gentle giant, aren't you? Aren't you, sweetheart? Vamp, sweetheart. Sweetie, little sweetie pie.
I think we're all really nice people here.
I'm only joking.
Yeah, Yeah.
So what do you think
But
about the pyramids, Bud?
it is interesting though.
It is very interesting.
Well,
Well,
yeah, and it's not like a straight pyramid. It doesn't look like, because I did look it up briefly,
Yes.
and and it's interesting why the Chinese, they don't want to really delve into it and make it public. I don't know if it's even really, I mean, I guess it is public, but not really very many people go to it. And
They don't want to divulge much about it, I think.
yeah, and I don't understand that. Why they wouldn't want to, try to focus on getting people to go there and make it a tourist attraction, which
I
which
think,
would give them so much. I mean, it would finance the area, and so I don't understand that.
but to
I
the
think
Chinese
Angela
expert,
answered that. They're concerned about the racial backgrounds that may be discovered.
it could be. It could be.
But
Um,
did you see on the news, like or whatever, some YouTube clip? It's like news kind of thing. That, last month, there's a rock in China, some tourist kind of ancient rock, and they had to close it down, the tourist attraction, because it's a fake rock, and they was opened it up, and they were doing maintenance inside it. It's not wasn't
Freaking
actually a good.
Chinese.
It's
Freaking
some
All
weird,
right,
Chinese.
weird shit, man.
we're gonna
Yeah,
add
I don't know
Patrick
if
to
any-
the stage, and that's on Max
Oh,
Me.
no, because he will just start yelling.
All right, Patrick, listen to me.
Patrick's got to behave.
Patrick, you gotta behave.
I'd like
Or
to
He
be able
does.
to
He
stick
does
to the
have to
topic.
behave.
But
Because-
before
Because-
Patrick comes
because
on, I just
I-
want to say
I
I
find
think
this
a lot
very
of
fascinating.
sorry to interrupt. I just want to say a lot of the pyramids look like they might have been defaced or destroyed partially at some point, which might lead into why they don't want to get into what happened.
No, that's absolutely true. Because
Yeah.
I'm like really big into archaeology. So yeah, and that happens everywhere. Is whenever there's like a huge mound, and if they kind of get into it, and archaeology or archaeologists, they kind of like pound out like the mound, the soil that is above it, and understand it, then people kind of, well, I mean, there's looters that are everywhere, and so they will go in
That's right.
and they will deface it. I mean, it happens everywhere you go.
All
The
right, guys.
Chinese are notorious too.
I am gonna add Patrick to the stage. If Patrick can't behave, I will cut him off in less than 10 seconds.
That's good. Look, Melody, let me answer the what you kind of something to what you were saying. My answer to the majority of what you just said is it's the CCP. What can they gain? What is the risk reward of answering anybody's freaking question in the world? Why? What are they going to gain from it? You know,
Money, man. It's all about money. Money.
Because they can sell the portions of it, or they can pretend that it is a portion of it. Like there's different artifacts that people have placed into the different
Right.
places. It doesn't matter where it is. If it's
so
I think
money-
part of the problem is the Chinese Empire, the present day one, bases a lot of their government out of disinformation to be able to manipulate their populace.
of
So
course.
they don't want the truth to come out in any way, any capacity.
Right. You're talking about money and attractions. I'm pretty goddamn sure they don't care. We could make $5 million a year. The government, they're gonna laugh at you. It's
Well,
worth it for them. It's their business, and that's how they want to keep it.
And Andy,
I mean-
a lot of the artifacts that they say that they're selling, most of them are fake, and they just sell them
Yeah,
to
Well,
tourists.
it's damn straight. You ought to see all the crap they sold in Indonesia.
Yeah, people do that all the time, and most of them are fake. But it's
Of
really
course.
disgusting. I mean, if it's real, I mean, it's on websites. People will sell.
Look,
I mean,
even
a lot of
half
them are
the shit,
real. And
even authenticated
it's
shit's
like-
fake. You know.
Yeah,
All
but
right, guys. Let's
it's-
welcome Patrick. Let's
I
welcome
think it's disgusting though.
Hey, Patrick.
Whenever people sell like these fake artifacts.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
it makes me sick. I mean,
But-
leave them in place so that people can study them and find out
Yeah, that's
exactly
right.
what's going on, what happened in the past,
That's right, man.
where the age
Right.
of the different artifacts everything. So it matters. That matters. So I mean, even like arrowheads that are found in the United States from American.
Shit, man, that's bullshit. Arrowheads
a lot of the
nowadays.
Chinese ethic is based in dissimulation, which has to do with their war strategies. So they really, for them, that information's harmful. To the rest of the world, it's good if we know what's really going on.
Exactly.
But to them, it's bad. It hurts them.
Better than keep it secret, you know?
They have to keep it secret.
But I heard
what is there to gain? They don't need the money. They don't want the money. They can give a fuck if anybody goes on tour. Let's just keep it as it is. We can say this is Chinese royalty. They can say what they want. They can make up any kind of freaking story they want.
Yeah, especially if the truth is it was somebody else's territory that they invaded. And they want to convince us it was originally theirs. They don't want that to get out.
No, that's true, Andy. You're right. They can make up any story that they want, isn't it? Andy, is what you just said.
I mean, that's what happens in a lot of history everywhere. The history is written by the winner, right?
Let me say this, Meat. If there was some archaeologist started running in his mouth, that guy would probably disappear.
Yeah, they'd pop that fucker off over there for sure.
Hey, Patrick,
without saying Menedy looks like an archaeologist to me. He's an archaeologist. Menedy, you look like one. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but I just wanted to say that.
Who does?
You do. You look like an archaeologist. For some reason, when you said archaeologist earlier, for some reason you just look like an archaeologist.
I mean, I did go. I did do a study abroad for archaeology. So
there you go.
So we want to hear from Pat for a minute.
Yeah, I was just gonna. What do you think of this subject?
He's been patient.
They have pyramids in the United States, and you're worried about all these pyramids, you know, here, there, and everywhere. Why don't you worry about the ones in your own country?
We brought those up for a minute. Yeah, we talked about it.
Well, I wasn't.
I think they're a little.
I just got here.
Yeah.
Put your mic up, Patrick. Someone's put your mic up.
You know, another thing is, you know what?
American
people in there.
I'm sorry.
So it's kind of boring.
Maybe they turned it down. I don't know.
They do. They always turn it down. That's what they do to you, man.
No, I'm just saying that.
Well, yeah,
that
I expect
archaeology is very
One thing I find weird is that the people of the Eurasian, the people of the Northwest Eurasian territory, they were supposedly have gone extinct or just disappeared 30,000 years ago, and here they are showing. Here they are showing up at the in the Tarim Basin in China.
Was this according to?
According to not real. I don't want to say real. Mainstream. I'll say mainstream.
But
independent people, not China.
Can you guys hear me?
I'm gonna call it speculative.
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
It's a bit low.
Freaking. How come you ain't worried about the pyramid over in Wisconsin?
What pyramid?
Because it's boring. Because it's relatively new, so it doesn't have that much significance.
Relatively new?
And the Chinese ones are what's on topic.
Hundreds of years old.
Yeah. No, I picked
1,000 years old is new.
I mean, yeah, we are trying to stay on topic.
Right, it's about the topic. I mean, we're not talking about the Aztecs either. We're not talking about the Indian mounds. We happen to be talking about the Chinese.
And you guys all think they're made by Martians. So, I mean,
I don't
now
think
you're
that,
talking about they're
Patrick, please.
relatively new. Ain't you guys all about they're made by Martians and shit?
No,
Patrick,
we're not talking about Egypt.
Not really.
About Egypt.
Well, she thinks they are, and you just go melody. You just go with the flow. If they were, if she said they were made by transvestites, you'd be like, jump on board. Yeah, they're made by transvestites.
You're crazy.
You just go with whatever.
I mean, they could have been hermaphroditic pyramid builders. We don't know that.
We don't
Melody, if everybody on here said they'd like to make love to hermaphrodites, Melody would go, yeah, hermaphrodite be a good
so much for the topic.
Let me tell you what, Patrick. Let me tell you something. Call her by her
I
real name.
think her Melody is a hermaphrodite. now
Listen
that
to
you
me,
think of it.
Patrick. You're
Please
gonna
be
get cut off
respectful, buddy.
one more time, Patrick. You're gonna get cut off if you're disrespectful.
One more time, Melody looks like Mickey Rourke
You're gonna get.
after all
That's
that
it.
face surgery shit.
How do
What do you
I?
think about that? Don't ever give me an ultimatum. I
Shut your
don't like
mouth.
ultimatums.
Did I? Hold on.
I've never said that. I mean, there were some orgies that happened in some of these in some of the not pyramids, but some of the places that that carried a lot of like Greek and Roman ruins.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that definitely happened. But
Well, I think what we were talking
hermaphrodites
about,
don't have. I don't know about that portion.
what
Okay,
I think we were
before I
talking
pick-
about is the link to the European lineage to these Chinese. That's my recollection of where it was going.
It's not necessarily European. It's Indo-European, Eurasian
Right.
peoples that didn't
Well-
have. They supposedly didn't have our same gene for blonde hair and all this.
You know, in my mind, I don't know. I'm not catching all this, but in my mind, the Chinese government was to say, look, it was Chinese people, just like my grandma, like my grandpa. They look just alike. They talk like them. They walk like them. They look like them. They behave like them, like good Chinese people. They don't want no influx of some outside, influence, influx of some other influence from, the Near East or what have you.
You want me to be
Again,
honest?
it's control of information. It's, and it's going to stay that way.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
want me to be honest,
And
Andy?
that's fine, I think.
I kind of think you're right, Andy. I think maybe
Well-
that they mixed with this civilization. The Mongols mixed with this civilization, and
Yeah, there's no
they
telling,
don't want
Melody. I
to
mean,
know about it.
that's what, 6,000 years ago? Shit, that's a lot can go on in that amount of time genetically.
Yeah. Well, I just found it an interesting topic because of that alone. Because we don't
Yeah,
know.
no, it is interesting,
That's why I'm
And my
not
main
talking about
reason for
whatever it
coming
was.
up here is, I just wondered. My first thought is like, does she think it's something supernatural or what have you, And I'm just,
I've got,
to
I've
me,
got a
it's
question.
all
There was a
open
lot
for
of trade.
conversation.
There was a lot of
Okay.
trade that went from China into like Italy. I mean, it traveled like I don't know exactly what it was, but from China, I don't think it was from Japan, but yeah, the Mongols. It definitely traveled from there, like back and forth, into like Europe. So I mean, yeah, there was lots of
But it
people
was the
that
Silk
transport.
Road. The Silk Road's more modern than what we're talking about. But
Yeah, that too. There's a lot of trade. I mean, into like North Africa. So I mean, Egypt and everything.
Those were the modern Europeans, though.
see,
Those were the
now
ones that
look,
me and you were related to, Andy.
Vampire's saying there's a missing part of the technology timeline. I have no idea what the hell that means.
It's a mix of white and black, definitely in Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt is.
I mean, what does that
there's
statement
people-
mean? Do you see that? Do you see that, Angela?
What?
It means,
With
the technology, like
whatever vampires say. There is a
It means
missing
like-
part of the technology timeline.
No, I
A
don't think
missing
so.
part.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
understand how that's pertinent. I don't get it.
I don't think so. Vampire, I respect you. Look, always smile agrees with you, Vamp. Some people might agree with you. There might have been, and I'm not saying that I'm not an archaeologist. So
I mean, I don't think it takes a lot of technology to stack rocks and throw mud on top of them. But that's me, I don't think it's complex.
I think there was an
And they
internal ramp, and I think there's a lot of evidence for there being an internal ramp.
And there are thousands of people carrying that one rock. It's not like
My
one or two
God, a
people.
freaking ramp.
Exactly.
Thousands of people.
They
Thousands of people
used
there.
canals too.
Exactly,
use
yeah.
water to get
Well,
to
again,
transport
it's going to come down to
different
speculation, right?
commodities from one place to another.
Makes sense. The canals.
That was huge.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. No, and
So
I
I don't know, because that's all part of this is, oh, we don't have the technology to build a pyramid. Bullshit, we could build a freaking pyramid, but why? Why would modern man
okay,
build
so
a pyramid?
one
Because
of
of
the
the
one of
gods.
the other like
gods?
pyramidal theories is like that there was
Oh.
an ancient race that built all the pyramids all over all the earth, and that was a separate like culture than what we even know about, and some other cultures have taken it upon themselves to obscure that.
well,
You know what I
But,
mean?
to
I
obscure it, you mean like the current, the recent Egyptians, or the
Well,
ones
even
I'm aware
connecting
of?
to the Egyptians, to the Chinese pyramids, to the ones that we're finding out in the Americas, that potentially all of these are actually the same civilization, which was like globally dominant, had advanced technology, and then
Yeah,
it's being obscured by other ones. I mean, just a theory. I'm not saying I believe
I
this.
don't know.
you know
Again,
what?
I would.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah,
advanced
maybe you never
technology.
know.
Maybe because honestly, they also had rumors of red-headed giants in South America too, where the pyramids are. They also had
They had. They had
the
what?
mummies
What?
had red
What?
hair in Egypt. Some of them, the high
I
priests.
thought the redheads were just in Ireland.
No,
No,
Now
they
let
said
me
that
ask you this,
like that. But
Angela. I mean, you believe in
it's
the
the
Bering
Druids.
Strait?
That's what I'm getting at. It's the Druids.
it could be. It could have been the ancient druids. I was thinking that too at one time, but Hypatia was. I don't know if I was. Hypatia argued me out of that one.
I
But-
wouldn't.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't
the thing
listen.
is, like, these pyramids they build,
seriously. Sorry.
like the rocks for the pyramid, they're like, I don't know, 100 miles away. Why didn't they build the pyramid where the rocks were? Why did they move them 100 miles somewhere to build the pyramid? Why didn't they just build them where the rocks were instead of
They
transporting
moved
them
them
in a
because
canal?
they wanted them there. That's why. Some
wanted
rich
to find
motherfucker that could
stars.
have you put to death said, "I want it there."
Some rich motherfucker said, right, I want my Ferrari and all that back in the day. The Ferraris
I
was a
don't care
pyramid.
the cost of
Bring me my
human
shit,
life.
yeah.
I want it right there.
They
Shoot.
wanted a certain type of stone, and so that's why they transported it through canals
Okay.
to get it from one place to another, because they
Well,
knew
have the
that
canals.
it was
Have
going
the
to be a
canals.
certain type of rock that was going to last for centuries.
Sure.
Because they wanted to please
Has
the
the
monarchs.
canal theory been proven?
They wanted to please their monarchs because they thought that would allow them to live
live forever or whatever shit in the past, in the next life or something. Whatever stuff.
Yes, exactly.
One of the other
Yeah.
theories is that they had this potentially ancient culture, maybe the Druids had the ability to resonate, use music somehow to create resonance frequencies with the rocks and move them basically through levitation.
You know what my theory? You know what my theory is? They drug them. That's my theory. They drug them.
It seems impossible. They didn't have the mechanics like to do stuff like even nowadays we can't do shit like that, like move some.
Yeah, but I just want to say something, right? Check this out. Check this out. Right, basically, back in the day when the Egyptians or whoever was around, like no technology or whatever, everyone's bored. They're sitting around. They've got nothing to do, so they're just thinking stuff. So that's why maybe they get creative and they think about how to move a big rock from here to here. Whereas this day and age, we don't use our brains too much. We've got all technologies around. We don't need to think too much about nothing. You know?
I mean that's true. We're definitely thinking about much different shit than they would have been back then.
Yeah.
But you know, this is how I look at it. They had the whatever 50 ton, 100 ton, I don't know, whatever these big ass rocks weigh. I said there were enough men to drag it around. That's me.
Yeah, enough men to drag it. I think that as well.
I mean, I don't necessarily doubt the dragging, but the lifting aspect of a lot of it is really unreasonable.
Why?
They use
I mean, you can use leverage and stuff,
pulley.
but it's like to leverage the stuff up there. I don't know. It seems very unrealistic.
I'm not lifting anything, mate.
Are there large stones at the top of the pyramid?
So,
are there large stones up top?
Wait. We've seen no modern recreation of this type of shit happening because we can't do it. So it's good to
I
think
call
about
bullshit. I call bullshit. I could. I'm sure
You could
somewhere
say
in this
the
that.
fucking
Why have we
world.
never seen any pyramids be made in the modern day? People wanted to. I'm sure they
You
wanted
could
to.
say the same
Why
thing
not?
about Easter Island,
Let
though.
me ask
You could
you
say
this:
the same
how
thing
much
about
would it
Easter Island.
cost? How much would it cost to
I
replicate a
mean,
pyramid?
so
And
yeah, with
what's
Stonehenge, even like it,
why
we
would
can't like
anybody
duplicate that type of a thing. And really,
Stonehenge?
Stonehenge is really
Are
almost
you
the center of
kidding
this
me?
conspiracy we're talking about. So it has to deal very directly with Stonehenge.
Are you telling me Stonehenge can't be recreated?
With
I
cranes.
mean, they can't.
Them rocks were moved a long
Can or
distance,
can't?
hundreds of miles, man, or something. The Stonehenge rocks. It's all. I'd love to know. We'd all
But
love
we
to know
didn't
what
see it.
happened.
We
Like
didn't see it
that.
happen. There was no evidence of it. You know, in the area of Stonehenge, which is reportedly a burial mound, because they found tons of dead bodies under there. Actually, they have no proof of like how those stones got there. There's no drag marks, no evidence of like even how they got them to sit in the positions
Are
they're
you
in.
serious? How old is Stonehenge?
I don't know. It's not terribly old, I don't think.
It's
But
not.
that's
It's
a topic for-
supposedly not as ancient as some of the other things, but I mean, archaeology is a very like muddled area due to
But
history.
you would really you would really expect to see drag marks in the modern day. You would expect to see some indication of movement.
On the rocks themselves, yeah, as well as like in the terrain. They've studied the terrain very heavily and said like they can't prove how these got there this way and how they were
Can they
positioned.
disprove it? Can they disprove it?
Well, you
Okay.
can't disprove the actuality
I
of
really
it,
don't want to
but
get
they
into
can't
the
provide
whole
proof of how it was done. Is what I'm saying.
alien
Right,
talk.
right. So it's all speculative. So therefore,
Yeah.
anything's possible. Okay.
Andy, what did Melody was gonna say?
Oh, I just don't want to get into the whole alien talk because I think that is complete bullshit.
I don't believe in the aliens neither.
I mean, I don't believe in
that's so
aliens
stupid.
either.
Because like whenever we were on Fact Nominal,
I do.
that's what
I
so
believe
many
in
people
it.
said, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, probably Clyde.
But I believe in an
Clyde.
ancient culture that was vastly more technologically superior in a way we don't comprehend now. That probably had to do with magnetism. They knew how to use magnets in a way we have
I
no
don't know,
clue about.
man.
It could
What
be.
evidence? And then what evidence of that do you have?
We have
Well,
drag marks on the
the metals in all these blocks, all these rocks have metals in them. So why is it not theoretically possible? They knew how to use like again frequencies, project frequencies, and magnetism to move these.
What's the ratio of metal? With magnetism, truly, can I make an electromagnet to pick up one of these rocks? I'm no scientist, but I'm gonna say fuck no.
I mean, I'm not going to say that it's not impossible that this is all manually done. It just seems highly unlikely, actually.
Well, I'm saying
there are different hypotheses.
I don't know what the hell magnetism has to do with it.
Andy's
But
a
Andy,
logical
it's
thinker.
accurate.
He thinks logical, don't you, Andy? You think like logical. You know?
That's what.
Yeah.
So that's like it's
like I said, how about
philosophy
this?
and archaeology.
I mean,
A lot of it is it's a social science. It's not actual science. So a lot of it is hypotheses. So you don't actually know, but you can say like 1, 2, or 3 things of what might have happened. And that's one thing about like
science itself
the
is an art form.
pyramids
Not to interrupt, but science is an art form. Science is not an absolute of anything.
No, you're right.
Well-
There's mainstream science and there's independent science.
there's well,
I think that
you're right about some things, but I'm just saying that archaeology and philosophy, they are definitely social science.
Right.
So,
right.
and I agree with you. Not all science is proof of stuff, but it's going to be a lot more. It's going to provide you with a lot more proof than a social science, where but you say, okay, it could be 1 or 2 or 3 different options, and so that's kind of what we go on. A true science is.
I mean, there's a lot more. There's a lot more possible, but the limitations of these social sciences create boundaries where we're not even allowed to hypothesize about stuff that might seem more out of the bounds of reason or logic. Which
Okay.
No,
very
it
well
does.
might be
That's
what's
exactly
happening.
that's exactly what a social science is. is that you can
yeah, it creates
decide about what's
limitations.
going
It's
on.
they're generally not good. They're
And
harmful.
but the same thing with science, but it's so social sciences, a lot of it is more abstract. So archaeology and philosophy, I don't even know if that even counts. But I know that archaeology is a social science. So it's a lot more abstract. So
Well, each
it's
art
not
form
a
has
true
its own
science.
philosophy. Just to put that in perspective, there's an overarching philosophy, and then there are philosophies for every art form.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of philosophy,
I
so
can't repeat every. Dude, do you apply that to Stonehenge? Because you say, well, we can't rationally determine how these stones were moved because you
yeah.
don't. There's no evidence in
Well,
your mind,
any
such as
attempt
drag
any
marks.
attempt to
All right,
we
replicate
don't
this
know.
stuff, we
One at a
can't do
time.
it. So through deductive reasoning, because we can't replicate it through the means we think that it happened, that means that likely did not happen.
We can't replicate what? Dragging a
We can't make
stone?
any of that shit by
You're
moving
kidding
it
me,
manually,
bro.
like
Okay,
we say,
okay.
like we
Are
said
you
happened.
kidding me? Are you
Let's
kidding me?
let's talk
Okay,
about
so where have they made new
Alright.
pyramids in the modern day? Where have they made a modern Stonehenge? They
Okay,
fucking have not.
now listen to me. Listen to my question closely.
They've
Why should a
they've
pyramid be
they've come
built?
up
Why? Wait, I want an answer.
hey,
Why
one
should a replica
They've
pyramid be
tried
built?
plenty of times. They've tried plenty of times and failed.
this is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I
You
This
know
guy
the
built
massive.
Stonehenge in his
know.
But
backyard.
meat. Who tried to do this numerous times?
You did.
Archaeological teams have attempted to reconstruct pyramids as well as monument or monoliths similar to Stonehenge. This has happened. You can look it
Right
up.
There
now,
is a guy
meat.
who did build. Andrew, listen.
What does Angela have to say? Sorry.
Listen. There is a guy who did build a Stonehenge in his backyard, and he just used gravitational techniques.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
when
there's
you work in a warehouse.
have you heard about this guy? The guy who was like this rock builder. I think he was in Florida. He did all sorts of crazy stuff similar, but nothing on that scale.
Right, but he was one man. Again, you talking about this team of archaeologists? How many thousands of people would it take to build a pyramid?
This guy supposedly, like Angela was saying, he was using like weird gravitational techniques that were like they're not common. Like there's stuff that is like occult knowledge.
Well, you'd know if you worked in a
What are you
warehouse.
talking about? Using the levers, levers, sledges. I have no doubt the guy was using simple machines. I have no doubt in my mind.
Well, we don't know. The point is, we don't know, and it wasn't aliens.
Yeah, it wasn't aliens. That's the
Well,
biggest bullshit.
It is true. We don't know that it wasn't aliens. We can believe that we can believe like not believe in them, but we ultimately don't know.
We don't know if it wasn't aliens. We don't know if it was.
I can start.
So we're talking about
culture.
Wait. We're talking about Ed Leet Skalnin, right?
I'm not sure of his name.
Yeah, you guys need to look up Ed Leet Skalnin. He's the crazy rock builder guy.
Probably
with the Florida.
What do you term him crazy? You mean that as a compliment, right?
Crazy as in like the stuff he did was like it looks insane. I don't think he was
that's
mentally
what I said.
ill.
You meant it as a compliment. I'm just making sure you're not calling him a crazy man.
No, he's saying he did crazy shit.
Like he was a wild artist. Yeah.
He's very.
Well, I don't know if it's the same guy, but I saw some guy put a monolith up. You know, it's like a huge monolith. You know. Now, granted, he had the freaking thing delivered, but he sure did stand it up.
But that shit's all metal, though, bud. We're talking about like extremely heavy, dense.
No. This was concrete, and he was using wood.
Concrete doesn't count. Concrete's way lighter and designed in specific ways that like raw natural stone is not.
Do we know what?
You know, it was a huge thing. You know, we can start arguing about stone density now, but I'm not going to go that way.
Ironically, my last name is Rock, so this is really up my alley. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Meat Rock. I like it.
Meat Rock.
Oh, I thought it was Meat God.
Acid says.
Well, you know, I've said my piece, and I disagree with you, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna get all pissy
Well,
about it.
ultimately, I don't know where we would disagree at because I'm not saying I affirmatively know any of this shit's happened. I mean, I understand why you have your opinion, and through all like deductive logic would say that probably has to, but like ultimately, we just don't know.
Right.
No,
I'm gonna tell you this, but
we
there's theories like magnetism. I would not entertain those, not at all.
Well, we don't know.
But you
We
could
don't
be
know.
right because anything's possible. But you could be right. You know
what?
there might have been an army of pygmies that did it. Who knows? I may be right.
The Oompa Loompa. Sorry, what does Angela want to say?
No, I figure, you know what? If it's something as wild as an ultra ancient civilization traveled the world doing this stuff, then it very well could have been magnetism. It very well could have been these people are very smart. They had Cro-Magnon, the original human, had a skull capacity bigger than ours. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking the more ancient the more we go back.
I know. Look at this fucking head. Can you believe this skull capacity?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say they were cognitively advanced more than we are necessarily. I mean, they might have had a hunk of gray matter, but that doesn't mean it was processing like we do. Because we don't know, do we?
No, we don't know. But they
could have had like some sort of lava type shit, and then they used molds. We don't know. You know what I mean? Even like you say cement, but
what
it
are you talking about?
Like hot rock and stuff, like molten lava sort of shit.
What Vampire is saying?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, anyway, what I'm going to say is the H stones in South America, they're actually not granite, they're sandstone. This is what I'm talking about. If you listen to like ancient aliens and shit like that and all this speculative shit, it says, that they're granite. How do they carve granite? They're not granite, they're sandstone. And
yeah, which is crazy, like how they
limestone.
Is it?
How they haven't disintegrated over time. You're right, Angela. Because sandstone is, I mean, you can just
take your soft. It's about it. I think it's a 4 on the Mohs scale.
And limestone is not strong either.
Yeah, that's why Athlete Scallon work with limestone. That's a fairly weak type of stone, sediment.
Yeah,
now, granite's another story.
I'm trying to think of the stone that I used to see.
And yeah, the weird theory I was putting out there just off the top of my head was that maybe one or some of them had like the capacity to create almost like a cement type mixture, but through molten application rather than just wet mixing.
Yeah, right. I was actually thinking that.
Right, that's a pretty interesting idea.
That's pretty interesting.
We'll never know unless.
So they were able to control molten lava.
Basically, something like that could have been going on. We don't know.
Ooh,
it's not really an area that you hear anybody like tinkering with in the modern.
Is there any evidence of that?
I mean, it's just a theory I came up with just now. So
right. Oh, okay.
It's just I
don't know.
My own hypothesis.
Andy, it's an inference. What? It's an inference.
Yeah, basically,
it's an inference.
Far-fetched to me. They just drug these rocks around and they hammered on them for a couple years. It's like, hey, you got a month to make this rock, make it.
Some say it took like 200 years to make it. The pyramids.
Yeah, that's part of the whole thing.
So and they did not start out like they kind of looked like shit at first. I mean, it took them a long while to figure out the exact construction of them to make them like perfection. And I believe that they used astronomy. Astronomy was a huge thing. And I don't know what star that they used or stars that they used to get them in construction within that aligned with certain stars in astronomy. So yeah, that was a big part of where they constructed them.
Right.
This is off topic, but the Dogon tribe, people of Africa, I forgot which
Yeah,
part of Africa it's in. They believe
yeah.
that
And it
we came,
wasn't just them. Exactly.
they believe that we came from Sirius B. And I think that Sirius B is,
You're talking about a star?
yes. And that
Sure.
star, we did not, and I'm thinking it's Sirius B, correct me if I'm wrong. They didn't know about that star until recently. And this was an
What is
ancient.
it? Some kind of bright Chinese star?
Now is
No, no,
Sirius
no,
B in
no.
like the Andromeda system or whatever?
I think it's in Orion's belt.
Okay. See,
Right.
the other theory is we come from
So some
Andromeda.
tribal guy says they're from a star?
But
Andy,
you can't see the star with the naked eye. Nah, you can't see the star with the naked eye. That's what's scary about it.
Okay.
Who came up with this?
I don't know. The people, the fucking
People.
scientists. They know.
That's it.
I like fact checking shit.
Fucking
I
basalt.
really,
Look it up. The Dogon tribe. They have a theory that we came from Sirius, the dog star. And
I'm gonna tell them they're fucking they're nutty Africans. That's what I'm gonna tell them.
no, but Andy, listen. They didn't know we can't see that star with the naked eye.
Well, that's why I'm saying they're nutty. They're saying
Yeah,
that
so how did,
somewhere.
how did they
Oh,
see it?
she's saying, how did they know about it if we can't even see that shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. And where's the record of it?
It could. Andy's saying it could just be disinformation, like a bullshit story made up after the fact. Which usually I tend to go on that side. Yeah, a lot of people make up shit after the fact to like just fuck with people.
There's so much fucking bullshit floating around that people try to pass off as fact. It's ridiculous.
It's true. That's definitely true.
Okay, so I have a theory that the ancient red-headed or blonde-headed people of Eurasia, who, like I say, I'm not trying to be a Eurocentric conspiracy theorist, but they weren't related. They weren't related to the modern Europeans. They weren't related to the modern Europeans, meaning me. And actually, I do have Indo-European in me, so they were related to me. So I'm being biased. I don't know how I have that in me, but I found it in the DNA test.
Where's the Indo part come from?
Iran, the steppes.
Oh, so more Middle Eastern.
More Middle Eastern, yeah. But anyway,
Okay.
I'm thinking that these people traveled around the world, and because I do believe that there was a common culture, okay? Because all these things look the same. All these myths are about blonde-haired people, white gods, this and that, and they thought we were the gods when we came back to Americas. I think that it was actually the Eurasians.
Yeah.
And I think that they pointed up at the stars to try to explain that they were navigating using the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they were misunderstood as saying that they were coming from the stars. I think they pointed up at the
I think that's reasonable. You know, Angela, like if you haven't figured it out, I'm a bit of a naysayer or, a voice of devil's advocate. But I'm not going to deny what you just said. Is it possible they were from a different culture? Yeah, because that fits into my whole reason why the Chinese government doesn't want to do anything. They don't even want to know.
I don't know about that. I mean, Chinese are into ancestor worship and stuff like that. So I think that they may just be trying to. I mean, it may be naive for me to say, but maybe they're just trying to preserve ancient tombs.
Filial piety.
This is true too. I mean, I know in Louisiana we have some of these things. I'd like to think they're protected. I know there's a couple at the university. I think they reinforce the earth around them to stop erosion. But they're just mounds.
The point is, we'll never know. It is interesting.
You don't want people going in there digging, looking for gold, or look.
Not unless somebody or something shows up and tells us.
Yeah, you never know. Or unless we have some technology that we can look back in the past, like that movie with Will Smith.
We go back to the future.
I mean, I have no idea what technology that could be lost. That's so mind blowing. I mean, I could say, look, we had killer lasers back there. I can say, I just don't get the whole idea of some kind of lost technology.
I mean,
I just don't understand that.
With the concept of like time itself, you look at it, it's like in a universal way, it's almost unimaginable to think almost like all the technology that we have and has existed on Earth hadn't already existed for way the fuck longer. So there's just so much we can't fathom within the structures of the society.
Man,
we're all Americans.
Right, we have written history, and then we don't have written history, and we try to piece shit together, speculate, but I don't know. I don't think anybody in the past has had any technology we don't have.
Okay, so one of the rocks, and I kept trying to figure it out, and so I finally found it. So the archaeology, so I went on a study abroad in Syria, and it was 3 years before the war, before like the civil war started in 2011. And I went there, I was there for 2 months, and it's basalt. That's what we found. We found a lot of, it wasn't.
Right. And that's why basalt is volcanic.
Exactly. And so I looked it up, and so it came from Ethiopia.
It's also very hard.
So it must have been so it had to have been transported through the Red Sea, up through there, and then into the Mediterranean, and then it got to Syria because we saw it like
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The locale and then to travel. I guess
I was trying to remember. Yeah, I was trying to remember because I knew that it wasn't limestone or sandstone. So I looked at it. Yeah,
what are you talking about? It's something built in Syria?
Yeah, because there was a lot of basalt that was there, and it was in Lebanon that I saw. But there was a lot of structures in Syria that I saw that were basalt. I mean, not all of it. I mean, most of it was, they were structures that were like, they were like made of, I don't know. I don't think that they were made of sandstone. I think that I don't know. It just doesn't, it seems like it would have been more of limestone. But
I would agree.
Because sandstone, it just disintegrates like really quickly.
And I don't think you can get a polish on sandstone.
Oh, wasn't the caps? I'm sorry.
Oh, and Andy, so I know that you and I have argued about Syria like over and over.
Well,
and so
no.
I have just one thing to say. I know that you've said that they aren't very smart there. So I've really thought about it because I used to get angry, but you probably are right. But the thing is that they have gone through war since 1964. And so they aren't, so like most of the people are not educated very much. And so that's the reason why their IQ level is probably not very high, because they've dealt with Assad and his father since 1964. So it makes more sense why they have like a low IQ level. So
that lower than wait, IQ is like I think a measure of cognitive ability. It's not like a necessarily exposure to schools and such. There's a lot of
Well, I don't want to go into that, but I'm just saying that definitely has an arraignment. And
I don't either. I had one more thing to say, but I'll let it go. So good.
But, it was about IQ.
But Syria was one of the places that it was the first place of civilization, true civilization, not just a city state, true civilization. Syria was the place where that happened. I mean, allegedly.
Mesopotamia.
I think it was in Louisiana.
But that is correlated because that's in Iraq and it's right next to it. But Syria was correlated with that, and so they were next to the sea, so they were able to get a lot of goods into their port and travel into Iraq. But I understand what you're saying though. With Mesopotamia. So yeah,
sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the fact that I don't know why, but I remembered from whatever cartoon it was, like the South Park or something, that Jesus was coming back to you know what I'm talking about? It was the Mormon episode with the Mormons. And Jesus is coming back.
Oh my God, Mormon shit is fucking hilarious.
I remember that episode.
Jesus is
they were dealing with, was it John D or some shit like that? I can't.
Yeah. The guy that did the Mormon. They were like, "Oh, Jesus Christ is coming back to the Middle East and Louisiana," like that. I don't know what it was.
I say it all started in Louisiana. My theory is as good as the next one. Hell, we have a lot of freaking mounds around here, very, very old. In a wooden town, you gotta have civilization. That's the way I see it.
I bet 100%. The Kennewick man was proved to be some kind of a Eurasian, but they didn't know back then that. I don't know.
I don't know. You probably know more than I do. I don't know.
I mean, they found what is it? Indian burials in Indian, as in like India.
Yeah.
In fucking the Grand Canyon.
Really?
And I think they just discovered they just had a deep sea dive where they discovered Mayan treasure and relics undersea in like a sea cave, and they were like, "What the fuck is this about?" Yeah. Wow. That just happened today.
I thought there's like, wasn't there global freezing that lowered the water table, to create a Bering Strait?
The Ice Age. That's what you're talking about.
So I mean, maybe
the ice in the Bering Strait is what they talk about being Hyperborea and how the Thulian culture came about, or like what we think
Hyperborea. What does in Thule? What's that mean?
Well, that was like the Ice Age type of geography we had, it being different up north and down south, but mostly just documented up north. And then through the melting of that created basically what led to the disappearance of a lot of our knowledge, had to deal with that. Then the Bering Strait and all that shit disappeared.
Well, I think there's some knowledge that was lost. But again, the rising of the seas, how long did it take from it to go from its lowest point to today's point? How long?
Probably quite a long time.
That was like 10,000 years ago.
Okay, I'll go with that. 10,000 years.
Yeah, Melody has the best archaeological knowledge.
Melody knows.
But as far as what you're saying, Angela, as far as like, things occurring in different parts of the world. And,
where Russia met Alaska, that happened about 10,000 years ago, and the mammoths were gone, and they're trying to bring them back now.
Yeah, I heard.
Yes, that's so fucking weird.
Why?
Necromancy.
They're trying
to do necromancy.
Hey, you know what?
I have no idea.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, they want to see if we can revive people, so of course they're gonna test it on other animals and shit first.
I'm sure there's that kind of shit going on that we don't know about.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's necromancy going on.
Right. So
what is necromancy? What is necromancy? I don't know. I don't know that.
Like raising the dead.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy shit. That's above my crazy shit.
That's above my pay grade.
So Angela,
okay, let's not. Yeah, that's not like uprise the dead.
Yeah.
As far as similar things being done at similar times, I don't know how loosely you would use the term similar times, because I don't know. With religion probably comes churches, comes temples, and buildings. I think stacking up some rocks, that's probably like a go-to shape back then when you didn't know how to do a lot of shit, but you knew how to stack some shit.
You could be right.
And you can't stack vertically and rectangular because more than likely with the skills they had, it would topple over. but you can't do them on a stack of pyramids. It's just like playing with little baby blocks, you know.
Yeah, it could have been a progression of. But anyway, who is this? Let's start. Let's start. Who are you, John from Blade Runner? To John W.
I know him. He's a fairly newcomer. I think he's one of the latest members of Facnomial. I mean, I kind of know him.
Oh, I don't really go there. I just pretty much go to the live streams.
Well, just so y'all know, John's one of these guys. He showed up one time in chat, and he's like, "What the f is this fucking place? You people are psychotic," you know. He just happened to see it, and then I was like, "Well, you know, if you get a chance, come back, check us out," you know. But over the course of time, he kind of comes back more frequently now. But at first, he's like, "Man, y'all are a bunch of nutcases. I'm out."
Who are you talking about?
Huh?
Who are y'all talking about?
This John BMW guy.
John BMW? I don't even see him. Well, hold on. Let me look at my top. You might
I thought one of y'all mentioned him.
I do think Blade Runner's kind of the Looney Tune chat, not in a bad way. We're some creative characters in there.
Meat, have you ever gone to Vegas chat?
I've dipped into Vegas a little bit, but I've never stuck around. I'm mostly, like I talked about on one of the other streams, I was chatting in Cryo Chamber for a long time.
Well, I've been hanging out there about 6 months, man. They're a bunch of nutcases.
I know, like they're like mentally unstable in that, and like space chat too. In fact, no was pretty fucking out there too.
Space chat.
Blade Runner is so calm and collected compared to these people.
Yeah. But they're still crazy fuckers, but in a good way. It's a lot more like, I don't know, lighthearted and well-meaning.
It's more chill in Blade. I would say.
Oh, Melody, you know it. You know the routine, Melody. You're the one that drugged me over there.
Yeah, I know.
I used to chat in Blade Runner by myself. I would go in there, nobody was in that chat room. I was talking to my fucking self, and then a bunch of people started to show up out of nowhere.
I don't know how we chose Blade Runner. Somebody.
It was because another Blade Runner got shut down. The cryo people all moved there.
Oh, right.
One blade into another, and then I was the one who led them all there. And then I don't know. Now it's a thing.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know how.
So Blade is like Cryo 2.0.
Yeah.
Basically, yep.
Or Facnomial 2.0.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of the Facno people migrated there. Yeah.
I just started going on people's live streams just because people started treating me like shit over at Facnomial, and so I was just like, okay, this fucking.
I always found Facno was so like trolled out.
Yeah,
let's welcome back Acid.
People started just fucking with me and me feel like shit. So I'm just like, no.
Because Acid knows, like him and I, we're at peace when we're on panel here.
Acid's like the king troll.
Yeah. Any other time, Acid now.
And I wasn't even going to Vegas. I was just going on live streams, and I started out with one, and I don't go there anymore. I'm not even going to mention the name, but everyone knows. But yeah, no more. But I've just gone to other live streams, and that's usually what I do.
I try to gravitate towards the place with the most coherence.
The what?
With the most coherence. Like, I find a lot of the other chat rooms are just so, like, incoherent, which is why I stick to basically the one that I'm familiar with, kind of like.
Well, there's a lot of hard drinkers, too. You know, there's a lot of hard drinkers. They don't even like getting on chat unless they're toasted.
There's a lot of them where people got to be really fucked up to socialize, and
which means
less of my vibe.
Phenomenal.
Meat, I just recently discovered that, and that's kind of messed up. That you have to be shit-faced on alcohol to chat.
Not even alcohol. A lot of them, they're quite a few of them are using hard drugs, and they
I'm
just
pretty
do
sure
it.
Quite a few
or that, you know.
Yeah,
I was
anybody partying.
I was sniffing cocaine on my stream last month. I was piping.
Yeah, well, you
I was piping crap. My friend was sitting here like he's a bit homeless, man. He plays guitar. He's sitting there doing heroin and piping heroin and crack. I'm smoking crack. I've got a hooker around, a prostitute, and she's there naked.
when you
She's
had
naked
the
on
guy,
my
you know,
stream
you
and
got
that.
with smoking.
My mate's sitting there. My mate's sitting there with his guitar. I'm sitting on my bed riding this chick, all live on camera on my stream. YouTube never shut me down or anything.
You smoking crack.
All right.
See, this is why they call him acid. What Ange?
Yeah. Speaking of
He's not completely wrong.
All right.
Let Angela
speaking
speak.
Of guitars, speaking of guitars, who's ready to sing?
I mean,
He's ready to sing?
I could try doing some singing.
I'm not singing.
Yes.
Go
Who's
for
ready
it,
to
me.
sing?
Not gonna happen.
We
with
just
me.
want like
You're not
free range karaoke, or are we putting music on? What are we doing?
I promised a week ago on the chat that I would put on music and we would do karaoke.
Okay, Ange,
I could try it. I don't know if we're gonna have like a latency
decline.
issue.
I promise. But if you don't want to do it, you
not
don't. No. Okay. But who wants to hear my backstory of why Unruly hates me?
He's prepared.
Let's do
It's like
that.
me.
No,
We
he's
can
a
save
fucking
the
piece
singing
of
for like
shit.
when we're done.
No,
You
he
know
can
what I mean?
Got the
fucking eat
microphone
shit.
ready.
Well,
He's up for the karaoke. Meatbot
You
is there.
don't have to
So
tell me, Ange.
about Unruly. I always thought
hated
acid
him.
was unruly, so I don't know.
No.
He's
Y'all
a
just
pile
don't
of
hate
shit.
me because I get along with Unruly, so y'all don't hate me.
Well, I don't because of what he did to Ange. First off, so he can go eat shit because
Mock
the way
There
he
you
treated
go.
her.
So Unruly's Mock, though, correct?
I do not accept that. No, absolutely not. So he can go eat fucking dirt.
So, anyways, I've been chatting with Mock for a while, who I believe is Unruly.
Mock is unruly.
I don't know. He's funny as fuck. I don't like when he disrespects women, though. I call him out on it all the time, but I do find him funny. He's funny as fuck.
He's one of my favorite trolls, but he is vicious to the ladies sometimes.
He is unreasonably vicious towards women for some reason. I don't know.
I will always block him. I will always block him because of what he did to me.
A lot of men in chat are.
No.
He's got incel vibes. He's got incel vibes. I don't know.
Who? Me?
Unruly.
Oh, Unruly. Let me tell you the story behind Unruly. One day I was really drunk. And I gave out my, what's the name of that web app? WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, WhatsApp? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So you guys talked on the phone. I know.
So anyway,
he was actually like really cool with you. You said
he was very cool.
And he was kind of shy.
He was very shy, very nerdy guy.
So how did it turn bad?
Very nerdy, nerdier than me. Very nerdy. Talk like a valley boy from California, and he is coincidentally
no shit.
California.
Yeah, they talk to each other.
Very meek. And I was so surprised at how meek he was because he always types in all caps.
Mm-hmm.
We talked on the phone, and I said to him, because he said something to me, and it sounded like he wanted a relationship. And I kind of hinted to him. I'm like, look, we live so far away. I don't do the long distance relationship shit. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know. That's how he talked. And we were okay. And we would text him back and forth for about a week's time. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, like 1 o'clock in the morning, he sent me a really nasty post, really mean. Like, fuck you or something. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. And then he goes the next day. I'm like, what do you mean by that? And the next day he goes, oh, I asked you to send me nudes.
Ew, gross.
Yeah.
You did?
That's gross. I'm talking about my chicken is yummy, but that I know he was asking.
Doesn't surprise me, Melody. It doesn't surprise me. Especially you saying he's meek and this, that, and the other. And I know both of you ladies get harassed, but I like y'all are both great catches. So yeah, I'm sure people want to get whatever DMs or whatever. I was gonna say something else.
I kept seeing him over and over, just calling and just saying nasty as shit, and so that fucking pissed me off. So
he
he
was
can
very
go
big.
like eat dirt. He's disgusting. He's
He was
gross.
Yeah.
So fuck him.
And let me
He's a
thank you.
nice thing. He
No,
curses me saying,
let Angela finish.
Oh geez, thank you. Anyway, that's just my backstory about him and what happened, because he was telling me that he hung up on me. I sounded like this, I sounded like that, I look like this, I look like that.
Well,
But
Mhm.
Angela,
he
I hope you
I
learned
saw
a
it.
bit. I hope you learned a lesson out of it,
No,
Angela.
he
You
didn't.
know,
He didn't.
No, he didn't. But he never.
No.
no, that
He said
Angela, that
yeah,
Angela has learned a bit of a lesson.
I learned a lesson. I did learn a lesson not to give out my number.
Good.
But
You should give
I
it to
was very
Meatbot.
drunk.
You should
Yes,
give your
I
number
was
to
very
Meatbot,
drunk.
but not Mock.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
If I went to New York, I would definitely hit up Ange and we would have like an awesome time together because she's
Yeah.
straight up like badass.
Oh yeah. Next time I
Yeah.
go down to the city, I want to meet up with Ange.
Yeah, I tried to meet up with.
I
what's
don't. I don't. I
wait,
don't.
okay, Anthony, what do you have to say?
I'm only joking.
No, what did you have to say before that? Because I remember you saying something.
What were you saying, Ash? She wants to
Yeah,
hear
what
you
were
were
you
saying.
saying before that?
Oh yeah,
before that-
he laughs at me because I don't ask women for nudes and that, man. Right? He goes, "Oh, I'm rubbish because I don't ask women for nudes and all that shit." What kind of stupid thing is that to say? Weirdo, man. That was all I
Yeah,
had
he
to
is
say.
weirdo.
He doesn't make
I don't
sense.
play that shit either.
That's gross.
Okay.
Hey,
Isn't it?
Freaky
Tar,
enough.
what's
I
up?
don't ask for pictures.
I never do that shit either.
Yeah, that's
What's up,
creepy.
Guitar J? What's up, Will Durant?
But you know what? If I was in North Arkansas, I would definitely look up Melody. Definitely.
Guitar?
take
No.
I would
What?
take
Will?
Melody.
What? Why did Will just
I deleted his comment,
motherfucker?
and if he did comments again, I'm banning him.
No, because him and I are like really good friends.
I
And he
didn't
just
say
said
that.
something like really nasty about me. And yes, I will say that because that happened, okay? And nobody will fucking back me up.
Will Durant puts your pictures all over the internet. He puts all your boob pictures. He makes hate streams about you, Melody. So how is he
But
your
he
good friend?
he
How
just
is he your
accused
good friend?
me
How is
of
that a
saying
good friend? I'm
stuff
just
about
confused. I'm confused, man. I'm confused. He curses you every day, puts your pictures out, going you're a slag on the wall, makes hate streams
what is
about
his
you.
problem?
I wish I had a friend like that. Where can I get one of them? How much is that cost?
I defended him like about a week ago. I defended him on panel, and now he's getting all over me because I said something about Dante being a fucking pede because he was on Fact
You know what I
Nominal.
have to say to that?
All right, you called. All right, hold on. Now, Melody, you're a hypocrite. You
Because he
called someone a
was.
paedophile. Hold on, you're calling someone a paedophile, Melody. But earlier,
you know
you
what?
say you don't like calling people paedophiles. You're anti that word. But now here you are being a hypocrite. You're calling him a paedophile. When I call Vader a paedophile, when I call
you
Vader
probably
a
saw it
paedophile,
too.
Vader and Dante, everyone knows
I
that
never ever do
they're
that
both
shit.
pedophiles. They're both pedophiles.
No.
Dante and Vader. They're both together in a together. Everyone
I'm
believes
gonna leave that
in
alone. I'm gonna give you
I
a
saw him
pass.
do that.
Melody and Acid and Melody. Let's not talk
Sorry.
about pedophiles.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
No, but I never ever do that. He's the only person that I've ever said that about. Ever.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't go down that route.
You
And
know
I'm
what?
sick of it. I'm sick of
I'm
it.
just saying on my
I wish
live
neither one of
stream,
y'all
I
would
don't
fuck
do
around
that.
with chat men. Fuck, y'all are both good enough looking women with good jobs. Y'all can find a man out there in the real world where y'all live. These dudes are not good enough for you. That's my opinion. You're dealing with a bunch of freaks, including me, including Master.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks, man. Thanks, mate.
I kind of feel
I
bad.
just defended you, Will. I defended you a week ago, and now you're saying really horrible things about
manipulated if I had to guess.
No, I've never doxed anybody.
Melody would never do that.
Melody.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, Melody. I've known you as long as you've been in
that hurts
chat.
my feelings.
I know that.
Because I know Will, and
do you really? How long you known Will, Melody? Melody, how long have you known Will?
I've known him on on chat.
You guys also have to consider
not that.
sometimes you'll get trolls who pretend they're other people. I'm not saying this isn't
Yeah.
actually him.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get trolled really bad, so you have to watch
Yeah,
out.
well, you know what happens too? People use that as an excuse. They lie and use it as an excuse too.
Yeah, it goes both ways. So you really
So I
have to
can
be very
just like this.
Let me say
When
something.
when I'm done with this, I can say that wasn't me. It was some guy trolling me with the voice box. Bam, I'm in the
Let me say
clear.
something. Let me
I
say
don't
something.
Could be.
hang out
That's
with
why I like to show up on camera.
Angela is
That's
not a
true.
doxer, so don't
Motherfucker,
say
he's
that I
eating some
hang.
good shit there, man.
Let me say
So
something. I'm sorry that I
don't
put
say
that up on
anything.
screen now. That I put
No.
that on. That was an accident that I put that up on the screen as a comment. I was trying to actually ban him from the chat.
That hurts. So thanks
Yes.
for.
I'm sorry
Well,
that I
then
put
you
that
need to
on
get
screen.
away from a Melody.
No, because I mean I stood up for him so much about a week ago, and
Whatever.
now he's just.
Good for you, Melody. You need
No,
to be a
I'm just.
big girl.
These guys
I
are not-
really did, and now he's calling me a piece of shit.
No, Melody, don't pay attention to it. Look at what's this fucking Ruli said
You
about
know
me.
what? You know what happens when if somebody called me a piece of shit in life, in real life, it wouldn't go well. I guarantee that.
I
Walk
thought
away
we
from
were.
him.
I thought we were
Then-
friends.
That's right.
That's right.
You
You
treated
were
him really
wrong,
well.
Melody.
You
Melody,
treated
you're
him nice,
wrong.
though. You've always treated
Melody,
him
don't worry
nice.
about it. These guys on chat
Yeah,
are
man.
just fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. He's like that to
They're
everyone.
on chat. Some of them,
He's
they're
like
fucking
that to
crazy. Look
everyone.
at them Ruli
Listen
said
to
about
this. I said you're one of the most normal people I know on chat now.
Mm.
And
You're
I
the
don't.
you're the new architect.
I get too like fucking stupid emotional. Oh
Don't get
God, now
emotional.
I'm doing it again.
Melody, you're
But
normal. You're normal.
Yeah.
You're dealing with abnormal people and you're normal.
Yeah, 100%.
I couldn't agree more.
100%.
I fucking stood up for him, and now he's calling me a fucking piece of shit.
You don't know
And
who he is?
then you're gonna give him another chance, and he's gonna do it again, and then another
That's right.
chance, and it's gonna happen
That's
again.
correct, man.
Look, Melody,
That's correct.
I've never gotten in your business. All I've told you is to be safe. But since I'm up here and this shit's going on, there it is. I said my piece. But
If
bottom
someone's
line is be
upsetting you like
careful.
that, get away from them. Get away from them if they're upsetting you like that, man. You know,
Yeah.
that's not nice at all, man.
It's pretty much common sense
I mean,
to me.
A lot of that
You
stuff's
know,
why I went
Melody,
along
I've
with
never
cautious
said
and-
anything about you and this Will dude. I know who he is. I don't know much about him. But hey, if he's doing that, I'm pretty sure this isn't the first time he's done it.
Well,
Dude, he spreads your pictures around. He talks shit. Now he's saying he's talking shit again. Whatever.
there
I
are
guess
a
you
lot
love
of
the
malicious
guy.
trolls in this group. I mean, I had my DeviantArt
Right.
was hacked by somebody recently, as well as an eBay account. They're looking for like my financial information as well.
Melody
They're
likes,
going on my
Melody
famous
likes
page
this
and fucking
dude,
around with
but the
shit.
dude's a piece of shit.
So just be conscientious. There are some really malicious trolls in here, and you don't know the people as well as you think you know them until they appear like this. Do you see them talking with their face?
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my
Yeah.
issue, he called me some names. I didn't even know who the fuck he was, and he come at me out of left field, which, whatever. That's my issue with him. I ignore him. But I don't
like that
communicate.
that Will Durant guy. Honestly, I don't like that fuckhead to begin with. I've disliked that guy from a while. I think he has me blocked on most
Yeah,
stuff.
but Melody likes him. But I'm like, Melody, come on, baby.
Well, the
Serious,
problem is because
you know,
Melody's
look.
like a pretty intelligent, attractive woman. She's going to get a lot of the trolls who just like to, fuck around and buck around, and
They're going to
just
take
waste
advantage of your
everybody's
good
time.
nature. Simple as that.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a kind heart, and they're going to take
Look,
advantage.
this is my
That's
take.
what people do.
Will Durant's a picture collector. That's what he is, and that's all he is to me. Somebody that tries to get pictures.
I mean, I know the only doxer here is Acid, and
Hello.
but he's not. But he's not the person that is the streamer, and so just because he's on panel does not mean that okay. So I'm on this stream, and Doxer, which is Acid, is here, doesn't mean anything. So, like,
That's right.
What do you mean?
Don't fucking
I
make
only
fun of
dox
me or
people.
say shit about me.
I only dox people that have been racist to me and that have threatened my life. So that's the only people.
And now Will and fucking Vader are in on. So now Vader and fucking Will are best friends.
That's
because
not
Vader is the one that came after my fucking ass.
Melody, you
You
need
piece
to
of
relax,
shit.
baby.
So
Don't worry,
fuck
Will.
you, Vader. You asshole.
It's not
You
him.
can go.
All
You can
I'm
go.
saying is that you
It's not
can't
him.
tell who somebody really is unless you see them talking with their face. You can see their mannerisms and shit.
Yeah, no,
Melody,
I'm sick of people like going after me.
I'm just saying you don't really know Will. You don't know this Will Durant guy. You don't even know if he is who he says he is.
No, I don't.
That's right. Never turns his camera on.
He presents himself.
Melody, look at it
It's
this
like-
way. Look at it this way. You're a
But
beautiful
Vader
girl.
and I were like, okay, and then he literally just came after me this
Vader's
afternoon,
not okay
and
with
he's like,
anybody. He's a
oh,
fucking despicable
Vader's mentally ill. He switches like that all the time. He does it every day. Have you not seen it for yourself? He's fucked, man. He makes hate streams and all that psycho shit too.
and I'm sick of people calling me names.
Hey,
They're all goners. They're not normal.
Melody.
Yeah.
Have you ever went to Will Durant's stream?
What?
Did you ever go to Will's stream?
Yeah, I go to Will's stream all the time. Yeah, because he's my friend.
Because one time he told me he posted a picture of you.
Oh, I know.
In a malicious way.
Yeah. He makes hate streams. He makes hate streams.
I know, but I'm okay with it, and so like.
There you go.
So,
well,
like,
if you're okay with it, then don't complain. If you're okay with it, if you're okay with him making hate streams, why are you complaining to us about him? Everything should be fine. You're okay with it, like you said.
Melody,
I
feel like you're fucking with us. It just seems like you're fucking with us.
I got past it, and so we were good. And
multiple things, not just the pictures.
I don't understand like why fucking Vader just bashed me today.
That wasn't
just I don't fucking know where and just said,
why? Because you're a good looking woman. That's why. How about that?
This is what they do all the time.
The only thing that I'm doing is telling the fucking truth about what happened in 2021 about a different person that I'm not going to get into it, but I stated the truth. I stated the truth, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. So leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
Okay.
You've developed emotions, and that's a no-no, okay? I like you a lot. I like Angela, but emotionally, I could give a flying fuck.
I know. Well,
just don't get emotional about Vader, because I'm pretty sure that the guy that was just up here was Will, pretending to be Vader. If that's what you are.
No, Vader does that shit. He's a fucked up bastard. He's fucked
That's
up.
typical Vader. Vader goes around. He's everybody's little bitch. It depends on what week it is.
Okay.
Well, at least you got a good friend, Andy. Andy's all right.
Okay. I know Vader definitely doxes.
I think I'm better than most, no matter what. At the end of the day, I think I'm better than these motherfuckers.
The only reason I'm up here is I'm not afraid of getting doxed. People have gone after my financial stuff is the problems. You know, and my famous social media accounts, my DeviantArt, like I said, somebody's hacked into it who I think's from this group. And they go and they like stuff on there that I know I've never even looked at, which is fucking weird.
It surprised me. That's why I quit doing. I used to be in. What is that bullshit? You know, that people go to. Starts with a D. No,
Discord.
No. Discord. I used to do Discord. Some assholes got in there. I used to be.
I do Discord.
Parts of my life.
Right. Well, I've noticed a lot of the shit on YouTube and Discord are kind of connected. Maybe there are some people that are very like predacious and are like, target certain individuals.
Right. Yeah. That's like Discord. I put videos of myself up and shit.
I'm on Discord, and I mean, as long as you trust the person, then it's okay.
That's how I know Emily. That's how come I know Emily very well from Discord.
Yeah,
might disagree,
I'm
but
Emily's friend too. and that's through Discord,
What
so that we
Discord
can talk
server do you
privately.
guys
I haven't
use?
talked to her in like 6 months, which sucks because I miss her. But I talked to Home. He finally
Melody,
unblocked me.
Melody, I can tell from your voice you're too invested in these people,
I know,
including.
I get emotional, and I suck at that because like I'm too fucking sensitive. I've got like this outer shell, but I do get like too sensitive, and I know it
Yeah,
sucks.
I think it's best not to take this stuff too seriously.
I know it is, but I don't. I can't help it.
They're trying to get through that
annoying,
shell.
though,
You know, they see it and they're just trying to hurt you. It's not worth letting them hurt
And
you.
Melody, when you first got here, I didn't think you were going to make it. I'm going to be quite honest. I'm actually quite proud of you. But when you first got on, I was worried you weren't coming back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the first day that I came on, Patrick was one of the people that was on there, and yeah, a lot of people gave me a lot of shit, and yeah, I mean,
Thoroughly
I,
much,
I'm
thoroughly
not
much.
saying that I didn't get emotional, like, but it was chat, and so like whenever I'd get on panel,
Yeah, Vader just popped into the chat and he said something interesting.
okay, Will was doxing my family pics on Christmas Day.
I wish they would come up
Well,
on
you know
panel.
what, bitch? Okay, I don't give a fuck, because that means that you doxed him first. Because Will doesn't do that shit unless you dox him first. I know that shit. So fuck.
It's a game, Melody. It's all a game.
You can fuck off.
I'm sorry about what happened. If anything
Fuck
just
off.
happened when I was gone, I had to use the bathroom. I apologize.
I'm sorry, Angela.
No, you're good.
You always
You're
look
good. You're
chilled.
getting attacked.
Angela's always chilled on her streams. Like she's chilling on the couch. She's always like chilling, man. You got a good setup,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It looks comfortable, cozy.
But Vader, he fucked with me earlier today, and I don't know.
Look,
I don't know why he did that.
This is one of my favorite streams to come to. And there's people out there trying to fuck it. There's people out there trying to fuck Angela's stream up. It's clear as day.
Yeah, it is clear.
It's
That's why I was
they
apprehensive
won't
to
get
come into
to it.
chat or to come in on last time because there's something malicious going on.
Certain people.
Sometimes Vader is okay, but it's only whenever he's not drunk. If he's drunk, he's a fucking dick.
So he's not okay. The bottom line is he's not okay.
Well, whenever
he's let's just hold everything down. Everyone stop and listen. Right now, Vader's an alcoholic. Me and him hate.
He just cut out.
Is anybody
okay? Right? He came begging to me. Worst enemy. I doxed his arsehole. Vader came asking me for money. So I sent it to him. You get me? He's shaking from alcohol and needed whiskey. I sent him $40. Then again, 2-3 months later, he said, "Oh, please, can I lend him another $40?" I said, "Look, money's a bit low because it was Christmas time. You know what I mean? I've got things to do, man." I said, I don't have it, man. Can you ask somebody else?" He says, "Oh, what about $10?" That's how desperate he is. He's asking his worst enemy. I was like, "Fuck it, I sent him $50. I said, "Fucking have the $50. He was never going to pay me back. He's a useless piece of shit, mate." That's how desperate he is for alcohol and all that. He's asking me. His own mum and dad. His own mum and dad won't give him $10. They've had enough of him. He doesn't work. He's asking me, the guy who hates.
How much is it? How much is his weed and alcohol habit per day? You know, how much? $20 a day? You know, $600 a month?
More than that.
$800 a month?
Well, and I've been on panel, and a lot of people have said, "Hey, Vader, you're a fucking dick."
Yeah.
Whenever you drink, but whenever you don't drink, you're actually an okay person.
He's a dick. He's a dick. That's the bottom line. He's a dick.
Yeah, he is. He makes people feel like shit.
And look,
some people can't handle their substances.
And Andy, you've known me since day one. on chat, and I, as always, we've had our differences, but I think I mean, you're like one of my besties, and
Look. What
you're
my
definitely
run into with you is nothing compared to what people have done to you. I've seen it. It's disgusting.
yeah.
Okay, guys, let's give it 10 more minutes.
Okay, sorry, Angela.
No, you good.
And
this
this is what they want. They want to railroad everything instead of us talking about some pyramids and shit. They want to
I know,
railroad it
right?
into this.
We were just like talking about like some fun stuff, and
No, to be honest, I said on chat that I would do pyramids and then do some karaoke.
No, I know you're right. I know you
okay,
did, Angela.
you know
You guys
what?
you
Let's
didn't want
start
to do
singing.
karaoke.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about music.
Okay, let's start singing.
You want to sing?
No, not well. Maybe I'll chime in. It
You
depends
want me to
on what
try?
it is.
So how would we set up like a music thing on here anyway?
I got my iPad here, so I could put it up to the mic.
What
I don't know
what
if
are
it
you
would
gonna
work
play?
if I play the song out loud on my shit, and then if
Oh,
you guys
you could do
hear
that.
or what?
You could. I'm assuming you
Let me
could,
see.
because that's the same as if I would to do mine on. Let's see.
Well, let me try one.
What are you gonna play though, Ange?
Oh, I don't know anything. I was gonna do anything. Pop, rock.
I'll do Stone Temple Pilots plush.
Okay. You want me to put that on, or you got that?
We'll try it with mine first.
Mhm.
I just got to put. I think I should put the. I don't know if you guys will get feedback if I put the speaker next to the microphone.
Let's see.
You know
That's
what
how
I'm
you
saying?
do.
I'll have to test. We'll have to test it out. Just let me pull up the lyrics.
Oh, maybe that's.
Plush. Is
I thought
that the first tune that they put out?
Okay, let me see. It's one of their earlier ones, I think.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, then I could put headphones on and I could.
I think I should mute the stream first.
Plush. Stone Temple.
Well,
Let's.
I don't know how to mute the volume on just the stream. Here's the thing.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, if you guys
I'll
stay
put it
quiet,
on.
it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah.
Oh, I know that song.
Well, let me put it on mine.
Oh, that is a good song. Yeah.
And I feel I can't hear it right. It's cutting out.
Maybe
let me put it on mine, but let me get the lyrics up.
On the river.
Yo, maybe
It's something to be fixed.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Let me try. Let me give it a shot. Can you guys hear my like this ad?
Now I do.
Okay. This should work then.
A wasted.
I have a theory that they're cutting it out because it's like copywritten.
Can you hear it?
No.
Okay.
No, I can't hear it.
Stone Temple Pilot Plush.
Yeah, that is actually no. That's a good song. I like it. I can't hear it though.
I'm gonna put it in here. Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay, I did look up the lyrics because I don't remember them. But yeah, that is a really good song.
Karaoke.
Where you going for tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I remember that song. You know what I used to think it said? Yeah.
Isn't he one of the?
You know what I used to think?
Say that, but
I used to think it said, "Where you going with that Meister bird?"
Oh, you gotta turn that shit up. Come on.
I can't blast it too loud. Sorry.
Oh, you got to.
And I see.
Hold on.
On the web.
This won't stop.
Oh.
That was mine. Can I put mine up to see if you hear mine? It's like we gone till tomorrow. You hear that? Yeah, I feel it. And I feel it. We gone till tomorrow. Wait. I'm sorry, this is like really... Okay, what? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It's kind of hard to hear, but
Yeah, what could you hear from that?
a little bit of you singing.
Oh, only a little bit? Jesus.
Just you singing.
You couldn't even hear the music? I got the fucking music right on the mic, too.
No. You know what I think it is? Can you hear this?
I can hear it pretty well, yeah.
Okay.
But then I think there's going to be a latency issue, though.
Yeah, because when I did Jason's stream, there was a delay.
Yeah. So it's super hard to karaoke like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Andy
stream do a music stream right into here and then sing along with that.
Let me see if I could do that though. Because if
I think that would be the best way.
That might be something you have to pay for. Oh, here we go. Background music. Add music. Add music. Call with my mom. That's when I tricked my mom and I said I was gonna put it on stream. I called my mom and said that I was pregnant by an Antifa. I know it's weird, but she freaked out, and I was gonna put it on a YouTube video. Let's see what night driving rock, add music. Nah, I have to have nah.
Yeah, I think unless we get like an actual music streaming into here, we're always gonna have issues like that. I mean, with
Yeah.
you, it might be a little easier for us to hear you singing with your music, but I don't know. I bet we're gonna keep having issues with like you're gonna hear one thing or the other.
Okay, so let's do this. I sing one song and then I'm out of here.
All right. Yeah.
Let's do the song that Acid hated when I sang, which I suck at singing. My voice got messed up because of I think it was the vape all those years, and then all those years, but like 3 years, and then I started smoking again. Hypothetically speaking, okay.
That's why I think it would be best if you want me to do one, and I know you're talking about you doing one. If I just hear my song out loud and then you only hear my voice, would come out better.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, do it.
We can try one like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Welcome, Acid.
I think there's an app you can get. It's a free app that they've got this karaoke. Other streamers have it, and
Yeah, that's what we were talking
it says
about.
the words of the song and you sing along to it and all this stuff. I don't know what the fuck it is.
An app?
But I've seen other, some free app or some program they use. I haven't got a clue, but some other people might know. So whoever's watching, maybe they might know about it, or
All right, let me see if I
I'll
can
ask
do like
about it for the next time. And then the song comes up, the words come up as well, and you can sing along to it like you're in a karaoke bar and shit like that, man. Yeah, that's what I've seen. And did you notice when you said it's karaoke time, I disappeared? I'm only joking.
Okay, I'm gonna give like Zone a try. Let's see.
I'm overheating. I'm cutting in and that. That's right.
And if you can't hear me, just tell me to shut up, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything.
On a cobweb afternoon in a room full of emptiness by a freeway, I confess I was lost in the pages of a book full of death, reading how we'll die alone and for good, lay to rest
Can't hear background
anywhere
music.
we wanna go.
I'll be the drummer.
In your house, I long to be room by room, patiently I'll wait for you there, like a stone. I'll wait for you there, alone.
That's it? That's it?
That's only part of the song. Do you want me to stop?
No.
But did any of you not hear the actual music?
I will pray to the gods and the angels like a pagan, to anyone who will take me to heaven, to a place I recall. I was there so long ago, I was bruised, the wine was bled, and there you led me on. In your house, I long to be, roam by roam, patiently. I'll wait for you there, like a stone. I'll wait for you there, alone, alone.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Got a little bit left.
That's it. That's the song that I sang, Acid, if you remember, that you made fun of me for. Yes, it is.
Oh, I was looking for. I'll tell you the weird thing. You know, before you mentioned karaoke yesterday in the chat room, Angela. About
Yeah.
3 days before that, I was looking at Amazing Jason's stream trying to find that clip of
And
you doing
on
karaoke.
I read until the day was gone, and I sat and regret all the things I've done, for all that I've blessed and all that I've wrong. In my hands until my death, I will wander on in your house. I long to be run by run, patiently. I'll wait for you there. Like a stone, I'll wait for you there. Alone, All right.
That's it?
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Good job. Yay.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Melody,
Weed
why
in my
Appreciate
hand.
it.
green? I don't know why Melody says she's not on screen, but on my side it says she is.
I see her in chat in here still.
Yeah. No, I see her in chat, but I see her in the actual.
Always smile. You're very funny.
What? Hold on.
Always
I'm gonna
smile.
sing one song. Acid, you want to sing?
Not really.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna
my
sing one
hands are
song.
full. I can't sing. If you need me to, I can play some background for you, sing or something. I can do something. What we're singing anyway.
Let's see. Maybe this song. Hold on. I'm gonna embarrass the shit out of myself, but I'm drunk. I don't care. I'm not drunk. I'm buzzed. Okay, here we go. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It stopped. All right, now there we go. How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down to my core, where I become so numb, without a soul. My spirit sleeping somewhere cold, till you find it there and lead it back home. Wake me up inside, wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run, for I come undone. Save me from the nothing I become. Now that I know what I'm without, and just leave me. Breathe into me and make me real. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run, for I come undone. Save me from the nothing I become. Bring me the light. Frozen inside without your touch, without your love, coming only you are the light among the dead. That's not the Cranberries melody. All the time I couldn't be, couldn't see, kept in the dark, but you were right in front of me. Didn't tell me everything. Got to open my eyes to everything, without a dog, without a voice, without a soul. Die here. Must be something more to bring me to life. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. In my blood to run, for I come undone. Save me from the nothing I become. Me to life, bring me all good inside. No, that's not enough. Oh, hold on. Is that the end? Is that really the
It's a
end?
breakdown, right?
Huh?
I think it's like a breakdown bridge right now, right? Or not?
Might be. It looks
The
like
word, do you know the song off the top of your head, or the words coming up on your iPad or something?
nah. For this one, the words were coming up on the iPad.
Okay. Shame we can't see it, man.
Did you use
we
like
could
a
join
back?
in, but, yeah.
So did you look up like a karaoke backing track sort of thing?
I put on YouTube karaoke,
Yeah.
and then
So
the
can't
song.
you screen share that with us? There's a
Yeah.
button you can share your screen.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
I
can't.
used the actual songs. I should have used the karaoke versions, but sorry.
Oh, that's probably why it was. I have a theory that it's like cutting out. Like they monitor it.
Yeah, your stream was cutting out, like the music and your voice were both cutting out for some reason at times on there. So
It could be a microphone setting, the background.
yeah,
noise
microphones aren't
cancellation.
designed for picking it up like that.
It could be a setting.
You sounded very good. You sounded very good.
It sounded good, man. I didn't know you could sing. Shit. That Eminem day, it must have had a bad day that day. Went on just Amazing Jason's
I was
time.
blackout drunk. Let me tell you what. I used to get drunk back then. I used to get blackout drunk.
We need to figure out a way that we can do like the music stream right into the show, and then
I'm gonna figure it out. I think
we'll really go wild.
No, I think if I had to, it would have been I had to pay the $400, $480 something for the StreamYard. But I'm sure there's another way that you could do it, because I remember when I did it on Amazing Jason's stream, there was a delay. Because when I listened back to it, there was a delay, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like when I was singing Eminem, there was a delay, and I said to myself, damn it, I don't know there must be something with the software or something. But
so their software isn't synced up right either. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it would be best just if we figure out a way how to balance the sound with our own microphone and shit. We'll have to tinker with it.
Yeah. I was gonna go, but Destiny said to drop a link. I'm drinking Malibu rum, Andy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah,
I'm gonna go
can I just say about that Malibu? As soon as you
Malibu.
pulled that bottle out, I thought, yeah, that's Malibu, man. I haven't seen that bottle for like 36 years or some shit. Right? I've seen it around, like, but fucking, I was like, holy shit, you got Malibu. Like, I remember that drink. I was about 14. My dad and mum had a party at the house, all the relatives, and guests come round, and me and my friends were just drinking Malibu and pineapple. You know, a bit of Malibu and a bit of pineapple juice. We got drunk, boy. It's fucking all right. Shit, nice, man.
Let me tell you what. I used to watch MTV when I was a kid in 2003. I used to watch MTV. I was about 14, 15. It was 2003, 2004, and the Dixie Chicks came out with this landslide, whatever the fuck bullshit it was. I don't know why that song reminds me so much of that summer. But I used to steal my grandma's beer from the cabinet, and she would not tell on me because she did not want to tell that she was drinking. You know what I mean?
Sorry, yeah, I'm turning the echo down off my mic. Sorry, I had it on for singing.
You're good. We're adding Destiny to the stage.
I'm okay. I'm sober, guys. Don't worry. I just
Christ.
want to say a few things to Acid. Acid, why
Me?
don't you just no? Yes, I want to talk to you. I want to talk
with
to
me,
you.
man? I don't even know you. I don't know you, man.
Yo.
Who's this
No,
like?
no,
Does
no.
anyone
Listen
know
to
her?
me.
Do you know her, Angela? I
Chill.
don't know.
Just
Wait,
chill.
what?
Chill out. Chill out. Chill out.
Okay,
Just
alright.
listen to me.
Okay.
I want
but
to.
don't knock
I
people on
want to tell you. I want to tell you why are you always stalking Vader? Leave the guy alone. Why are you always obsessed with Vader?
That's that.
Okay. I don't know. My stupid battery's cutting out, and there's some weird shit happening today.
That was a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I don't know if you have beef with her acid. I didn't know.
She could have said hello to the stream owner and stuff, hi or something, but straight away, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know, man. It's a bit
Oh my
weird to me. Has she been on your panel before, or? I don't
No,
know.
no,
Okay.
no, never. Anyway, I'm gonna get going.
All right.
Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Meat. Thank you,
Absolutely fine.
Acid. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Andy504. Patrick, I'm not gonna so much thank you because you were just a blithering idiot.
Patrick's
Who else
Patrick.
am I missing? That's it, right? I think
Thanks
that's
for your
it.
time, Angela. Have a fantastic
Thank you
night.
so much. Thank you.
Bye.
And have a good night.
Yeah, good night, Ange.
Good night.